Okay, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, can everybody hear me in the chat? All right, great. All right, this is the first time I've actually run Wrestle Angels on Twitch. Primarily, I would do it a little bit on YouTube. All right, so we're going to be tackling the meat and potatoes of the game, management mode, which is a mode that not many people do, believe it or not. Only a few. All right, so start new game. One player. Nicholas, I don't know if you know this, but you can actually do 4 players in management mode in this game. All right, then you can select how many years you want the game to go. So just put 10. Okay. Put my name in here. In Super Wrestle Angels, you can actually do 3 players in that management mode. So if you know you had Parsec and you knew people who were familiar, you could actually do like a 3-player management mode in Super Wrestle Angels. Okay. We'll use my current league that I do in Fire Pro SEA. Okay. Go with the wing logo. All right, now we got to choose prefecture here. We'll camp out over here. All right. Now this part is actually very important. This is where you choose your skills as the owner. All right, you can only choose 2. I have luckily somebody made a fan-translated guide for management mode. So I can actually tell you what some of these actually do. Alright, hold on, I gotta make a separate window here. Give me a second here for this. Okay, here we go. Alright, let me scroll up all the way up. All right. Move this page, shrink this down so I can easily see. Okay, here we go. All right, so you got talking, which increases success rate for scouts, transfers, and conversations. Management techniques, expenses are reduced by 0.9 times. Manipulative surgery, injury rate decreases. It's a 20% chance of being disabled after an injury is determined. The next, all right, so next is basic coaching, have basic coaching skills. Throw coaching, have throwing coaching skills. Extreme coaching, have the ultimate coaching skills. There's one for power. Next is battling coaching technique. One is also for flying. There's advertising. Audience gathers more than usual, 1.05 times. Marketing. Entertainment activities are likely to occur. Probability of occurrence is plus 3%. Assets is a high initial AP, so you can start with additional AP of 1,500. Financial strength, a certain amount of AP comes in every month, so you get AP plus 50 each month. Network, Bonus for player discovery and new recruits. You can acquire players with 1 or 2 higher qualities. And international, which is a strong connection with the overseas groups. But required AP is times 0.8 times. Man, thank God for this translated vacuum that I've been using for quite a long time. All right, so we'll start with the AP. With assets, and we'll use advertising. Okay. Okay, we'll put this back here on tabs. Alright, and we're all good. Okay, yes. Choose the difficulty, level 3. Okay, now this part is also important. In this game, you can actually choose which era of the story you want to be in. I know, you know, there's not really a set story in the game, but you can set yourself in the era that the story took place in. So, you know, this is Generation 1. This would be Wrestle Angels 2. And this would be, like, the new generation. And the interesting thing is, whatever era you choose, the promotions that were active during that time will be the promotions you compete with. So, for example, if I choose this era, you got World Women's Pro Wrestling, Tokyo Women's Pro, Japan Ocean Women's Pro Wrestling, Palacion, Tokyo Women's Pro Wrestling. I don't know why that would be active around this point in time. And if you remember in the lore, or if in case you don't know, in Wrestle Angels, I believe it was either the Wrestle Angels 1 or where Dread Miyagi defended the championship against Panther Risako. The IWWF Asia Championship, I think, was on the line. And when Panther Risako beat Dread Miyagi, it was a massive PR nightmare for the promotion, and World Women's Pro Wrestling ended up going out of business because of it. And here's a fun fact: Thunder Ryuko was in this promotion at the time, being groomed to be the next ace. And then she was out of a job. Alright, so for Generation 2, World Women's Pro Wrestling's back. This would be the time they would end. Wars, this would be Thunder Ryuko and Suzumi Ishikawa's promotion. Now, Wars started about, if I remember, when Thunder Ryuko, Suzumi Ishikawa, and Annie Beach were invading New Japan Women's Pro Wrestling shows. And pretty much they wanted revenge for the promotion going out of business. So, you know, Wars is pretty much like no gimmicks. It's like a no gimmicks, no nonsense type of promotion. Alright, Tokyo Women's Pro Wrestling was still active, and also, common fact, this is the main promotion in Ring Dream. Yes, in Ring Dream, which is ended now, because, you know, their Flash thing is changing now. They're doing an after-story series focusing on individual characters now. You know, they just started Chapter 1 with Vampire Suzumori, who was one of the main antagonists in the story. But they did say that Ring Dream will be coming back. Alright, Pacific Women's Pro Wrestling. This was run by Teddy Kathori and Blade Uehara. This was a small independent promotion, but they didn't last that long because of financial troubles. Japan Ocean Women still around. Palaceon still active. And then you have Gekito Ryu. Alright, then we go to the third era, and you have, Wars is still here, which is one of the main promotions in the universe. GWI, this is a very important one, and it's the main story point in Wrestle Angels 2. Beauty Ichigaya would cause an exodus in New Japan Women's Pro Wrestling and form the JWI, Japan Wrestling of Ichigaya. And Wrestle Angels 2, the main characters are Megumi Muto and Chigusa Yuki. And you can actually choose to either join with Mighty Yukiko and defend SNJ, or join Beauty Ichigaya. The final boss in Wrestle Angels 2 was Beauty Ichigaya along with Jenna Megalite. Who, when Beauty Ichigaya's promotion collapsed because of her selfishness and because she lost to Mighty Yukiko, she faked her retirement, went to America, recruited Jenna Megalite, and not only did they go after Mighty Yukiko, but they broke both of her legs. And she was out for the majority of the third game. While Beauty Ichigaya was doing her master plan of trying to unify all the world championships in the Athena Supernova tournament. Alright, Tokyo Women's Pro is still around because, Ring Dream, Pacific Women, Pro Wrestling Neo. Now, I don't know much about Pro Wrestling Neo, but I do know that Raira Kamui and I think Dolphin Hayase are a part of this promotion. All right, so we're gonna start from the beginning, from first generation. No. Let's go with the present day because we have Wars GWI, so we'll compete with Wars. We'll compete with Wars and GWI. And the third promotion you actually cannot change. Alright, and that is New Japan Women's Pro Wrestling, because they are the main promotion in the entire series. Alright, so we're good. And now we're in our office. If you watch my Wrestle Angels Universe vids on YouTube, our assistant, I think that's Kiriko Inoue. She's actually our referee in the Wrestle Angels universe. All right, so here we go. All right, so this is our gym. We got nobody to start with. Oh yeah, there is a lot of lore in here, Nicholas. There's actually a few sites. There's this wrestling tropes thing for Wrestle Angels that actually goes into detail on certain characters. I mean, hell, there was a fan theory in Blizzard Yuki about Dark Star Chaos. Because Dark Star Chaos had like two things that could have revealed who she was. In Blizzard Yuki, if Blizzard Yuki faces Dark Star Chaos, she thought that Blizzard Yuki was her mother was Dark Star Chaos. And Chaos, denied this and pretty much said that she faced somebody similar. And that person lost to their daughter. Or the other one would be, it was Maria. Some people thought it was Maria Lorden. Because, you know, since you played Blizzard Yuki, I'm pretty sure you saw when Darkstar Chaos destroyed Beauty Chigaya to win the IWF World title. Alright, so our rookie here that we're trying to scout here, we got Chizuru Nagahara. Let's see if she passes the rookie exam. Wait, if I get anybody wrong, please correct me. Alright, that's one. And now we need to scout. Alright, so first that was the rookie test, and now we're going to spend some AP, and we need to get another rookie. We actually can't really run anything with only one wrestler. So let's scout in the prefecture that we're based in. Alright, we got some candidates here. We got Blade Uehara. We can recruit Blade Uehara. Or we could try to recruit a Kazumi Fujiwara. Alright, so who do you think I should get? Should I try to negotiate with Kazumi Fujiwara, or should I try to negotiate with Blade? Yeah, I know, right? Alright, I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna try to negotiate for Blade. I know, it is tough decisions, man. Alright, so wish me luck here. We're gonna try to get Blade. Let's see what happens. Yes! 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 We got one. Blade, you're hired. I wonder, can I get a coach? Yo, yes. Also, you can hire coaches as well. Let's see. Mimi Yoshihara. Garm is a coach. Hazuki Musumi, or Hexagon Hazuki, you know, she's a coach. You know what, dude? We're gonna get Panther Risako, and there's a lot of lore with Blade Uehara and Panther Risako in the Wrestling Angel story. Alright, Panther Risako is gonna be our coach for our rookies, for our wrestlers. You know, I got here's some lore for you about Blade Uehara and Panther Risako. When Mighty Yukiko was starting out as a wrestler, when she was recruited by Dragon Fujiko, the ace of New Japan Women's Wrestling at the time was Panther Risako. Her and Blade were a tag team. They were the tag team champions at that point. And there was an accident that happened. Panther Risako accidentally ended the career of Dragon Fujiko. Panther Risako lost her confidence, and it affected her wrestling style greatly. It left this giant debate between her and Blade Uehara. They were constantly at odds, and their friendship ended, and she left the promotion. And for them to get Panther Risako out of her funk, Mighty Yukiko literally formed her own faction, the Revolutionary Army, and took on Panther Risako's faction. Because around that point, you know, Panther Risako may have lost her passion, but she was still one of the best wrestlers at the time. Yeah, and if there's anything I'm missing, please correct me. Let's put them in a spar. All right, no. For the and concerning the matches, we will be simming the matches. Yeah, matches will be simmed. Hold on, we're gonna set it up that way. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, and to let you know, Chizuru Nagahara was actually one of the people who defected from New Japan Women to join the JWI in the second game. It was her and Cutie Kanai who defected. All right. Because at the moment, we can't run shows, and it's pretty expensive to start an alliance right now. Okay. All right, let's save. All right, let's see if we can try to scout another one. Whoops, clicked the wrong thing. Let's go with over here. Okay, we got 3. This is going to be interesting. All right, who do we got? Who can we recruit? Oh, we got Succubus Manabe. This is actually a favorite character of a friend of mine. Part of the Beauty and the Beast Corps faction in my Wrestle Angels universe on Fire Pro. We got Noelle Shirashi. And we got Kazuki Aiba, who was a part of of Mighty Yukiko's faction in Wrestle Angels 1. Alright, so who do you think I should take a shot with? Should I go with... Oh, he's already gone. Let's see. We'll try Succubus Manabe. Well, I know my friend will be happy when I tell him this.
それによく見れば社長どことなく私の好みだし楽しくなりそう。
All right, so we got three. All right, so we got 3 people recruited now. Right now, our max capacity is 6. We need at least 1 more, 3 more to start running. All right, here we go. Over here on this page, we can actually choose which of the international promotions we want to team with. We can team with the EWA in the UK. You can team with the IWWF, that's run by Chris Morgan. AAC, the WWCA, the TWWA, and the GWA. If you're wondering, the WWCA, that would be where Darkstar Chaos is normally at in some of the later games. All right, so I say we team up with. Also, it depends on how much they cost too. If I remember, yeah, the IWF is the most expensive one. The thing is, though, these international ties can also... You can send your wrestlers on excursion to them. You can also... But they can also betray you, too, and sign with a partner with another promotion. How much is the EWA? Oh, damn. Alright, so I say... Let's team up with the GWA. And the GWA have lent us Bunny Bomber. That's Phantom Rose 1. Is that also Phantom Rose 2? Yes, so we have their tag team champions. Phantom Rose 1 and 2. Alright, yes, we will run. Alright, so let's go with regular tour. We'll tour for 4 days. Because we don't have that many people to work with here, so. Alright, select who you want to use. Oh yeah, important to note, how many days you run is also important, because yeah, you can cover like a lot of different prefectures if you go for all 8 days, and that could build your popularity faster. The problem is that it also makes the injury chances much higher. Also, we can choose what venues we want to run. We're not going to be drawing a lot because we got to make we got to make stars there, pal. And also, you don't want to run the same places over and over again, because that can also be a detriment to your drawing. Okay, so we'll do... Can you imagine an independent show or a small show with only 3 matches? With 3 matches, depending on your setup? I know, that'd be weird, right? Here, come to the show. We have like 3 matches on the card, or 2. That'd be like the quickest wrestling show. Like, maybe if you were doing like a half-hour wrestling show, but that'd be if you were running a TV series and there were tapings. That would make more sense. Okay, so for... Did the wrong thing. We're gonna put some pretty. You just imagine a show. We only got one match booked. It's a 6-person tag. That will be the only match on the card with 6 people. Okay, and then for the final show, we'll put the GWA tag titles on the line. Okay, and here we go. I think I put my name as the name of the promotion. Oh well. Okay, here we go with our opening match of the first day. Now I kind of wonder, does Chizuru Nagahara stand a chance in hell against the Bunny Bomber? Go make yourself famous, kid! Oh no, the Texas Clover Leaf! I could be 100% wrong on that one. Uh-oh. Oh my god, is she gonna do it? Is she gonna beat a veteran? Uh-oh. Oh, rope break. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. 1, 2. Oh, 2.5. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, wait. 1, 2. Oh my god, she actually won. Man, I lucked out on scouting on the recruiting. Big win. Could be looking at a potential ace or star in this upcoming company. Oh man, we were. Yeah, I know. I kind of lucked out on the scouting because when you're doing your scouting, you can actually check the stats on the people you're trying to recruit. Now Bunny Bomber might have to get her heat back. Stretch him. Oh man, that was a squash. Oh man, 2 minutes before 5 minutes hit. Man, poor Succubus Manabe. You know, one time when I was doing a stream of a tournament, there was actually one point where a match actually ended by KO, which is really rare. Oh, wait, with the cover, the cover. 1, 2. No. Yeah, that's Chizuru Nagahara's specialty. Her specialty is suplexes. You know, when I was reading on background information on certain characters the other day, I actually had no idea that... Oh man, kind of brutal there. So here, let me tell you some. When I was reading up on some stuff during the Wrestle Angels 2 arc, I actually never knew that Hikara Ogawa was actually a disciple of Toshimi Minami. The only match on day 3. 318 people paid to see a one-match show. I don't know, man. Can you just imagine? Like, you can't. You can't imagine a show only having one match. I just love the fact that 318 people paid to see a show with only one match on the card. Dude, I'd love to see some independent promotion try to get away with a one-match show. You sure? No, but what I mean is, can you imagine in the present day, like in, you know, the present, and you know, wrestling here in present day, can you imagine a small independent or mid-tier independent getting away with only one match on the card? Like, I know that, you know, Gakafuchi Pro, they got away with that because it was like a 1 hour death match or something like that with Chris Brooks and Miyako Matsumoto. But imagine an American pro wrestling trying to get away with that. Only one match on the entire card. Only a 1 count. Oh, just got the ropes. Alright, here we go. The last day of our 4-day tour. We drew 349 people. If we get more people and we start building them up, we'll be able to draw more money. Man, poor Succubus Minabe. About to get jobbed out to Bunny Bomber. Man, until her stats go up, she's gonna be, unfortunately, the enhancement talent of the promotion for a while. All right, here we go. Our main event for the GWA Tag Team Championships. $60-minute time limit. Oh yeah, and also if you're wondering, if you're looking for the Wrestle Angel Survivor 2 soundtrack, it is actually up in its entirety on YouTube. Alright, now introducing the champions. Yo, no lie, can you imagine Phantom Rose 1 and 2 in like them as a trio with Rose Hewitt? It makes way too much sense. Them as a trio? And we don't know. Who knows? We might see Rose Hewitt in management mode as the years progress in this. Actually, yes, they are. You can actually have trios championships. I believe you can have trio. I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think because you can do, you know, single and tag. But I'm gonna find out later. Once we build up enough AP to have our own championship belts. If they don't, well, we'll just keep them as a trio anyway. If we ever get, you know, the Phantom Roses and Rose Hewitt. Ah, man. The Phantom Roses retained their tag team titles. They were given Phantom Rose 2 the ropes, but as soon as Phantom Rose 1 was tagged in, she was whooping everybody's ass. All right, level up. Yeah, I really did lock out into scouting, because look at Chizuru Nagahara's parameters. She's got some really good stats. All right, we actually never saw this, but I never paid attention to who the other promotions have. So we could use this as an opportunity to see who they have. Alright, so JWI has, you know, Beauty Chigai, of course, because she owns the place. Toshimi Minami, because she was one of the people who defected, though she did it on a whim. Hikaru Hogawa, her disciple. They have Grizzly Yamamoto. Ah, man, I pressed the wrong button and didn't click right to see who else they had. Alright, for Wars, they have Suzumi Ishikawa Thunder Ryuko, because it's co-owned. They got, I think that's Hitomi Fujishima, Miyuki Sanada, Yagyu Mafuyu, and Garm Takahashi. And if you're wondering, in canon, that's who were with them when they started. Oh, we actually have 3 title holders this time from our partner promotion. We'll find out who that is a little bit later when we get to booking another match. First, let's go to the gym. We need to assign Succubus Minabe to Panther Asako as the coach. Also, as your wrestlers get more experience, you can actually have your own roster members be coaches. Though they can only coach individual wrestlers. Alright, we need to train up, Minabe.
こういうの性に合わないんだけどな。こりゃ来たね。はーい、どうかした？
I was trying to raise your confidence up, pal. Alright, let's save. Because, you know, we don't want to lose this some of this progress we've been making so far. Alright, let's see. Let's try our luck in trying to find people again. Let's go with... How about over here? Who can we find anybody? Alright, we got two options. Alright, we can go for Alicia Sanchez. Or we can go with, I believe this is Witch Misa, I think? But don't worry, it's gonna click to me when we see them in their gear, because normally when you're talking to them, they're not in their ring gear. In their ring gear, they're more recognizable. No, this is not Alicia Sanchez. This is Shio Kobayakawa, I think. Alright, so let's try talking to... I believe this is Shio Kobayakawa. Like I said, if I get anybody wrong, please correct me. Yes, will you sign a deal with our uprising company? All right. Yo, man, we've been lucky in recruiting people. Yeah, we've been lucky in recruiting people. No, I'm in the wrong thing. Let's go to the business side of things, to our operations. Let's try to do... Let's see, we're not at the point where we really need to upgrade anything yet, right now. Yeah, I see, we're not at the point where we can even make our own championship yet. We'll do it over here in our base. We'll try to build a little bit of popularity. Man, that's a big spending by them. Alright, this time we'll do a 5-day tour. Okay, so let's see who's the newest person they gave us. Uh-oh, they gave us Maria Crawford. I believe this could be their world championship, I think. This could be their world or junior title. Because I'll tell you one thing, can you imagine if we take their world championship? You actually can. Though eventually they'll try to get it back from you. Alright, so let's start from here. Alright, so we'll do tag team in the opener. But the Phantom Roses... I need to make sure. Am I right? This is Shiho Kobayakawa? Yeah, I still can't tell because you gotta wait until she's in gear. Excuse me. Let's see the title matches for days 4 and 5. Oh yeah, so I am right. This is a junior title. Caught her with the face crusher. Oh, nice counter there. Only got a 2. And actually, no, I am wrong. I know who that is now. I just need to refresh my memory. That is not Marie Crawford. That, I think, is Gina Durham. One, two. Jumping knee. Man, there's one thing in that title match to be careful about when we're on the 5th day, is watching out for Gina Durham's Dragon Suplex. You gotta wonder, with what happened in this match, could this be a prelude, a preview of what could happen on the 5th day of this tour? Could Chizuru Nagahara win the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship? Man, Shiho's shooting, going for closed fists. Right, and also, I just want to say thank you for everybody, for people, for being a part of the stream. If you want to see more of like Wrestle Angels, Tokon Resident 4, King of Coliseum 2, All Star Pro Wrestling 3, leave a follow. I want to make this Twitch channel to be, and an alternative to as an alternative wrestling game channel. Because everybody's like all WWE up in here. There ain't gonna be no WWE in this channel. WWE games in this channel. We're gonna be going for wrestling games that no one has the guts to really touch, really. And also, because, believe it or not, there aren't many people or anyone at all really giving Wrestle Angels, a playthrough on Twitch or even on YouTube, except, for maybe people in Japan who have the game. And, and this game does deserve love. I'm wondering who has ownership of Wrestle Angels now. Because I swear to God, if Ukes is the one who owns the Wrestle Angels now, and I'm not saying they do, if they do, they need to bring this back. Because I'm wondering, who owns the Wrestle Angels IP now? Tell you one thing, if Wrestle Angels was an anime, I'd watch it. Or if somebody made like a manga adaptation, that would be like a day one buy if they ever did. I wonder if anybody has all the voice clips for every character in Wrestle Angel Survivor 2. Because that's another thing, Nicholas, that Ring Dream are doing. They're also putting up all the voice clips of every character that has been in Ring Dream since it started. Oh, wait a minute. Gina Durham with the Dragon Suplex. You see? She can take a beating, but the moment she slaps in that Dragon Suplex, it's all over. I swear to God, if I'm wrong and this is Maria Crawford, I know this can't be Maria Crawford. Yeah, I know this is not. This has to be Gina Durham. I could be completely wrong, because her finisher was the Dragon Suplex. Okay, I double checked just to be sure, and I am right. That is definitely Gina Durham. I pulled up the voice actors list because they actually have a picture of the entire cast in the game and the voice actresses that were with them, that voiced them. And yes, I am right. That was definitely Gina Durham. Because, you know, if you see Maria Crawford in 2, compared to how she looks in the first game, she has a more menacing look. Man, that was a really close match. That could have went either way. Tell you one thing, if that wasn't for that rope break, she could have gotten the submission win. Tell you one thing, with making the Wrestle Angels characters in Fire Pro, thank God for that extended move list mod that the modding community made, because there's a lot of moves that certain characters are doing that I have to add to that extended move list. I never knew that Gina Durham could do a Shining Wizard, or the rolling knee bar. Yeah, because there's actually a Wrestle Angels fan wiki, a fandom wiki that, and Ring Dream has one as well. They actually have the parameters, the base parameters of the wrestlers, their alter egos, and they also have some of the signature moves that they do. So I mainly use that as a guide when I'm using the extended move list. Yeah, it's gonna take me a little bit of time, but I will be tackling them. They're actually on my list. Because, you know, there was, like, one guy on the Steam Workshop who made a few of the classic Wrestle Angels characters, but, you know, but he had them, like, all, like, max stats, all S1, all built for S1 mode, and I don't really use S1 mode that much. You know, I just recently, as you saw on my Steam Workshop, I made the Death Hunters from Wrestle Angels 3. No one has made them. I'm even using the Wrestle Angels fan tropes site page to list everyone who I'm missing. In terms of the legacy characters. But I'm gonna be real with you, man. Trying to build that roster was extremely hard. It took me, I think, like 2 to 3 years. Like, at least 2 years. Trying to find people or making them on my own. Yeah, that's the guy, cheer support. But his are all, like, super powered and S1. And all, like, S1 style. He was going for that more that super powered shoot fighting style. And, you know, and there was actually one Japanese Steam page, I forgot who it was, that he has a few Wrestle Angels 3 characters, but not the whole cast though, only like some of the key ones. Because the one thing I did when doing the move list, I had to update the move list because, you know, a lot of people had, like, the same moves. And, you know, I wanted to diversify everybody's movesets to make them feel different. Come on, let's be real. Not everyone can have the Northern Light Suplex as a finisher. There actually is a collection. I actually have a collection of Wrestle Angels characters that I found and people who I made on my own. Because trust me, when Fire Pro World was just coming out and I was like browsing through the Steam Workshop constantly, trying to find the Wrestle Angels characters if anybody made them. And you damn right I put them in a collection list. I haven't updated that list in a while though. It's pretty much a mixture of Sakai to Ichiban characters, Wrestle Angels characters that I found before. I haven't updated that collection list in a while with the edits that I made. So give my Steam page a follow and keep an eye on it, because you will be seeing more like other characters in the Wrestle Angels universe in there. Now, making Dragon Fujiko is going to be a little bit tricky, as she didn't wrestle in the first game. Her career was already ended when the game started. Well, a few that I found, because, I have characters from Sakai to Ichiban in that collection, which I love that wrestling anime when it came out back, I think in 2013, I think. Could be wrong on the year. I hope a season 2 for that does happen. Don't ever watch Wrestling with Regrets review of Sakai to Ichiban. I really don't like that review that he did. On my YouTube channel, I actually put a very in-depth review on it. Because he was more focused on, making a joke about the fan service and all that, and not going into the deeper, and some of the narrative stuff that they were doing in the anime. But I have no problem with him. I just didn't like his review of Sakai to Ichiban and how he went about it. Because, him being a former wrestler, I would think he would understand how difficult it would be for somebody from another profession going into the wrestling business. I would have figured he would have talked about how, when in the episode when Misaki was telling Sakura that, you need to make your own finisher, and it has to be something unique that cannot easily be replicated. Because that is actually one of my favorite episodes, is when Sakura is trying to learn how to make her own finishing move. And she's going through the episode, trying to figure out what to do. Suzumoto Chinatsu goes up to Sakura to say hi, and she literally puts her in an octopus stretch. And then walks away. She's like, nah, that won't work either. Oh yeah, I do recommend you see Brian Zane's review of AWA Wrestle Rock. It was pretty entertaining. Alright, here we go. The Junior Heavyweight Championship for the GWA. Shio has to be careful of Gina Durham's Dragon Suplex. Oh no! Oh no! The Dragon Suplex! The Dragon Suplex! 2.8! Oh, the Dragon Screw Leg Whip! The cover! Yo, can you imagine a match ending with the Dragon Suplex? Not the Dragon, with the Dragon Screw? Shio with the Face Crusher! Wait a minute, that could be it! We could have a new champion! New champion! Shio Kobayakawa is the new GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. We secured our very first championship, which we'll be holding for a while. Alright, because I skipped the page before, I wanted to see who else JWI had. Alright, so they got Kazuki Aiba and Hazuki Musumi. Yeah, don't worry, man. We're gonna be once we like the promotion starts building up a profit. You know, we'll be able to do more stuff. You know, we're not at the point where we can have a TV deal yet. You know, we're not at the point where we can have a TV deal. You know, we're not at the point where we can have our own championships yet. And also, we don't have enough AP. We're not at the point where we have like so much AP where we can actually upgrade our office. Because, you know, New Japan Women by default is at the highest level. All right, so who do they lend us this time? Because our partner promotions will always change who they give us. So we only have one half of the tag team champions, Phantom Rose 2. Who else did they lend us? All right, so we got Bunny Bomber back. And Gina Durham is still with us. All right, so let's save. I mean, hell, none of our wrestlers are popular enough to the point where they can even have their own fan club yet. But we'll get there. It's a process. I don't want to upgrade our roster stock yet until we at least get this. So we have 6 wrestlers. Since scouting has worked for us pretty good, let's see. Let's try over here. Who can we find? If there's anyone around. Ah, there's nobody available. Alright, how about, let's try rookies. We'll put 20 AP. We'll spend 20 AP. Alright, so let's see. Who do we got in our test? Oh, we got Cutie Kanai. But here's something about Cutie Kanai. Cutie Kanai was also one of the people who defected from New Japan Women's Pro Wrestling to join the JWI. Also, she has a rivalry with Aya Enomoto in the Wrestle Angel series. Over, you know, because, you know, they're both idol wrestlers, and Cutie Kanai was an upcoming star at the time. Welcome, you're signed. I believe after we do our next show, I'm gonna be upgrading the amount of coach. We're gonna try to get more coaches. So that way, more people. So that way, other people can also train as well. Put the champion. We'll put Succubus Minabe. We'll do another 5-day tour. Oh my god, dude. I lucked out on Cutie Kanai's stats too. Look at her stats, man. High attack. Around 8. Man, I really lucked out. Man, I'll tell you this. There was one time when I had Cutie Kanai on a management mode playthrough I did on the PS2 a few years ago. And Cutie Kanai, believe it or not, was my longest reigning junior champion. She had like 15 successful title defenses. Once she does her finisher, that body splash, that person could have full like 80% HP, that go all the way to 0.
私はこんなところで立ち止まるわけにはいかないの。
Pin via slap.
運も実力のうちだよね。
It's like you're playing No Mercy or WrestleMania 2000. Win with a slap. Well, you got to remember that that Wrestling just was a PC game in the early 90s. Yep, PC 98. I mean, hell, there was even the mobile game one as well, where Janice Crea was the final boss. Yep, that's correct. Wrestle Angel's Eye. Where, you know, Harumi Otaka was the main protagonist. Alright, let me quiz you in this. What was Harumi Otaka and Janice Crea's home promotion in Wrestle Angel's Eye? They would be with Blade Uehara and Teddy Katori's promotion before it went out of business. Harumi Otaka. She's not in this game, though. Harumi Otaka was the main protagonist of Wrestle Angel's Eye. She was in Wrestle Angel's Eye. Janice Crea was the final boss in that one. Yes, Pacific. They both started in Pacific. And then from Wrestle Angels 3, and then from then on, Chris Morgan would be the final boss for the other games.
私が本気を出せばこんなもんよ。 Easy だったね。またやろうね。
And then from Wrestle Angels 3, and then from then on, Chris Morgan would be the final boss for the other games.
私が本気を出せばこんなもんよ。
Chris Morgan would be the final boss for the other games. Okay, I got one more for you. Who were the 3 playable characters in Wrestle Angels 3?
今日はサービスしちゃおうかな。
Remember, it's not Mighty Yukiko because Mighty Yukiko was still injured for the majority of the game. But who does she train? Who does she help train?
これで泣き虫返上。
All right, one of them was Kimura Kacho. She was one of the people who joined in Wrestle Angels 3. Hitomi Fujishima, and I believe Sonya Itagaki. And Cutie Kanai takes down the Bunny Bomber.
運も実力のうちだよね。
とっておきの技で行かせてあげる。
私だってやるときはやるんだから。そうや。いや。
Oh yeah, that was a really close one. I'll tell you one thing, when I get at the point when I make Dragon Fujiko, when I attempt to make her in Fire Pro, the one skill I'm definitely giving Dragon Fujiko is going to be the Reborn skill. Yeah, but not a lot of them, though. I mean, hell, trying to make the Ring Dream characters is also, or finding them on Steam is hard. Like some I had to make myself. Like others I lucked out and found. But I believe because the Ring Dream roster is a massive, especially because, you know, they have, I think, 3 different promotions too. Alright, here we go. Main event time. New champion. Shioka Bayakawa was unable to win her very first defense. Cutie Kanai now holds the GWA Junior Heavyweight title. That was a hell of a fight, though. Oh, looks like Shiho actually learned a new move. Ah, looks like Shizuru Nagahara finally got a fan club, finally. Alright, so Phantom Rose 1 is back. Still got Gina Durham. Alright, let's save. Okay, guys, we're going to conclude the stream here. Thank you for being part of part 1 of Management Mode. I will be continuing this from time to time. If anybody missed it, come and see the replay. Nicholas, thank you for joining the stream. I hope to see you next time whenever I do more Management Mode stuff in Wrestle Angels in the future. Also, tune into my Follow my Twitter at SCA Wrestling. And everybody, have a good day.